The ones that I've tried, the chickpea one and the one with salmonella.
I don't know what it's
I don't think
called.
I'm saying it right.
Hey everyone!
Welcome back to another episode with
The Dieterville Twins!
And we are here for week 4 update on our fitness / bikini competition prep series.
Yes, so if you want to learn more about what happened this week, stay tuned. So for this week, I'll go first with my update. For this week, it's been another good week for me. The main thing that I think that I was battling this week is kind of low energy, especially when it came to the end of the week. It seemed like it was such a long week, and by the time the weekend came around, that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I felt like I had no energy to do the workouts. So instead of just going full speed and just doing max weights on all my exercises, I just decided to kind of tone it down a bit and take my time when I was going through my exercises. I ended up cutting some of my workouts short just so that I can get some more rest, and that's something that I discussed with my coach afterwards, because I don't know, I don't know why it was, but I just didn't have enough energy to go hard, and that's okay. I just told that to myself, that's okay. I don't want to go into a spot where I just completely crash out because I'm going a little too hard and I don't have the energy. So this week I'm just trying to make sure that around my workouts I have the right amount of foods in my system, making sure that throughout the day I remain hydrated and remain energized by eating the right kind of foods, so that I don't have that situation happen this week again. So my coach did end up changing my macros again as well, so I'm back down, I think, on the fats and the carbs. I'm back down to where I started in the beginning of the competition, so I mean the prep. So yeah, we'll see how that goes for this week.
And for myself, this was another, I'd say it's a pretty okay week. At the beginning of the week, my weight was trending downwards, and then towards the end it started to go back up. But I know why I was going up, because usually around that time of the month, with my cycle for me, my weight starts to go up because I get a lot of water retention. And I've known this about myself for a long period of time.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it in a video, right?
Yeah, I think I mentioned it before. So that's something I regularly track. And I think on a competition prep, it's also good to track this kind of information. So track how your body responds around your cycle. And again, track all these little changes that you may not think is important, but they could be a big reason on why you're not seeing the progress that you're expecting to see on the scale.
Yeah, stress as well. If you have stress in your life from work, from family, from whatever source,
that will cause a lot of I don't know if it causes water retention or inflammation. I don't know what it is, but sometimes it's some type of change, not making you see the results that you're expecting to see on this scale. Mm-hmm. So I think around the competition prep, I am just very mindful of all the changes that my body's going through. So this week, it was going down through the middle of the week and it started to trek back up. I'm not really too concerned, and my coach didn't really change anything about my macros because I did explain that and detail that to him. And I think for the most part, he's very on top of, if you in your check-in, you give all of the information. He makes a good assessment of whether or not you need to change cardio, change macros. So I think so far with this competition prep, I'm having a very positive experience. And I don't feel like my calories are very low early on. I think they're very manageable, and my energy level has been, I'm still very tired sometimes, but my energy level is still not as bad as my last prep. My last prep, my energy was so low. Like some days I could not even get out of bed. I was so tired.
Yeah, and we're still quite far out, so
we'll see. Yeah, we'll continue to monitor and see how we respond over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, so if you are someone who actually wants to get into competition, doing bikini competition, fitness, wellness, whatever it may be.
Fit model.
Yeah, that's a new category. But yeah, we'll explain more about that in an upcoming video. But something to keep in mind is I thought it was great just to have a coach because I'm not familiar with any of this stuff. Like I've lifted weights for a large chunk of my life, but that's just for me, like it's a feel-good thing. It's like I go to the gym, lift weights, and I don't really have any type of plan or anything. So having a coach that understands like where your body needs to be at different times during your prep, closer to competition, what should you be doing, that to me is important. So that's why I decided to go the coach route and get a coach to help me on that process.
Yeah, and for bodybuilding, depending on the category you're in, different muscle groups are highlighted. Like for the bikini category, it's a very glute and shoulder dominated category. So having a good coach who knows that information, they tailor the workout plan to kind of develop that area and not overdevelop other muscle groups, because you could be overdeveloped for a category, and then when you get on stage, the judges may not like the shape that you're bringing because you're overdeveloped in certain areas. So all of this information, if you're a newbie to the sport of bodybuilding, it's a lot of information to take in at once. So I would definitely recommend a coach if you ever wanted to start on this journey. And again, like Nikki said, if you want to know more, or you guys are interested in hearing more about what goes into competition prep, we can definitely make a future video about that.
Definitely. So for this next segment, we're going to be doing our weekly progress videos. So the first one is Nicole.
And here is a progress video for myself, Portia. The next segment is confessions, where we discuss things that we kind of struggled with throughout the week. And for me, I work in an office, and we have those the Keurig machine, and my office has like a wide selection of different Keurig, the K-cups. I usually get coffee, and the black coffee is pretty much 0 calories, but I've been trying out the hot chocolate, and it's very good, but it's 60 calories, and I don't have it in my macros. I don't have it budgeted in my macros. So I think I average like 2 cups a day, which is not significant. It's more of I've not budgeted for it. So my approach now is, if I want to have that, I just budget for it in my macro, in my weekly and daily meal plan. That way it just fits my macros.
For me, I would say that my confession for this week would be, and I mentioned it in the beginning, would be that I wasn't completing my my workouts to the fullest, just because it was kind of like the whole energy thing for me. So there was quite a few of my workouts where I didn't complete the whole thing. So the way that I tackled it was, say I had an exercise and I had to do 4 sets of 12 reps. So I would kind of, and I try to go up by 5-10 pounds each week. So I kind of went down on the pounds and the reps for some of those exercises, and just tried to do what I could for that day, because I don't know, especially on the Saturday and the Sunday, I was just so tired. So that is that's more of it's not like a bad thing, it's just understanding my body at the time, and I could not give it my all, so I just gave it what I had. And I'm okay with that at that point, because that's all I could have done. So
yeah, I feel like that, like especially on a competition prep, and I know from the last competition I had, there were so many periods of time where I felt like I just did not have the energy to do anything. And me just getting to the gym was like such a hassle. But in those moments, I think it's just better to at least do something rather than to skip the whole workout altogether.
Exactly.
So it's knowing how your body, what kind of activity your body can handle, and just listening to your body at the end of the day. like if you're feeling very low energy, I don't think it's a good idea to go and overexert yourself, because then you can literally pass out.
Yeah.
Because your body just cannot handle it. So listen to your body on this journey, and I think that's the best thing to do at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think there's a quote or something that says, anything worth doing is worth doing poorly, or something like that. Like, say you have a goal of getting an hour of cardio every day, but for whatever reason you can't do it, but you can only give 20 minutes. 20 minutes is better than 0. That's how I always look at it. It's better to do something than nothing at all.
Exactly.
So if you have that mindset on the days where you don't have your full amount, you could just give it what you have, and then the next day, then you can get back at it again. So always remember that.
Exactly. The next section is exercise of the week, and for this week we're spotlighting lateral shoulder raise.
Okay.
So in our current workout plans, we both have these exercises, and we have variation of this exercise. We have the dumbbell ones, and we have the one with the cables.
And the thing to always remember with these ones is to start off small, because there's a lot of things in the shoulder that if you move the wrong way, you can really injure yourself. So I started off, when I started doing this workout, this new plan, I started off with the 10s, and I've worked my way up to the 20s, and that one, to me, I'm gonna stay at the 20s for a while, because anything higher than that, like, I'm gonna get wrecked. So
I'm not even at 20. I'm at 15. I'll stay at 15 for a while. I would suggest, like, if you're just getting into it, I would say 5 pounds is a great way to start. And we'll show a couple of clips of the dumbbell variation as well as the cable variation. But start off with like 5 pounds, either dumbbell or cables. And make sure you have your shoulder blades down and back, because, and this is something to be mindful of, if you lift too heavy, you kind of have your traps engaged, and then you can overdevelop your traps.
Yeah.
I know for a lot of women,
that's not okay. Sorry.
You may not want that. If you want that, that's
cool.
okay.
That's what I'm saying. If you want that, that's okay. But for us,
no,
we don't want that.
And I kind of have, like, not super overdeveloped, but over the years, I lift probably incorrectly, or it's not like incorrectly, but in a way that you are engaging this muscle.
So there's like a specific thing that you have to put your shoulders back, right?
Yeah, you have to put your shoulder blades down and back, and then that way you kind of disengage your traps.
So you're kind of making it all focused on this area, which is a little better for what you want to develop, or what we want to develop for this competition.
Exactly. And maybe in a further video we can, because it's saying put your shoulder blades down and back, it may not really register how you should be doing it, but maybe in an upcoming video we'll have we'll just do a little a walkthrough on how to actually put your shoulder blades back and how to slowly lift so you're not engaging too much of your traps.
Yeah, I know some gyms have the one where you have the cushion on there too. That one is very good. It's just that a lot of gyms don't have that piece of equipment. So the other two with the dumbbell and the cables, those are pretty good as well.
Exactly.
And the last segment that we have is the meal of the week. And this week's meal, it's gonna be
protein pasta.
Okay.
So protein pasta it's a process item, definitely. There's different variations. So I've tasted the protein pasta made with chickpea.
Yeah.
That one is really good, really high in protein, plant-based. I've tasted a protein pasta with, is it salmonella?
Yeah.
It's a different combination. Salmonella, I think I'm saying it right.
I don't even know.
And wheat flour and different types of flour. And this pasta is generally higher in protein, not significantly higher. I say there's some of them that each serving you're getting 21 grams of protein, but it's not significantly higher than regular pasta. But I find that digestion wise, the ones that I've tried, the chickpea one and the one with salmonella, I
don't know what it's
I don't think
called.
I'm saying it right.
We will have the brand.
There's a brand called Barilla. That is the pasta that I get. I either get the chickpea one or they have a protein one with like different list of like different types of flours, like wheat flour, and the one that I can't pronounce. Yeah, it's in there. But that one, like I would say, it tastes very good. You can taste the difference. I'd say the chickpea pasta, consistency wise,
that's the only thing that I don't like about the chickpea pasta, because if you boil it too much,
it's a mess.
It's a mess. It's just it's all crumbled up and everything. Like you put the spoon on it and it just crushes. So
yeah, I would, if you want to go down this route, I would say try the other brand, the Barilla brand. It tastes.
Remember there was another brand that we always used to get. Is it the orange box?
Is it chickpea pasta?
No, yeah, chickpea pasta from Costco. Costco has a brand. Remember?
Chickpea, no.
Oh my. Costco, like all stores have it. Like the main thing to realize is read the back of the package, because sometimes a brand will have it and you don't even realize that it's high in protein, and you compare it to the chickpea one and it's usually just cheaper to go to like that.
Exactly. HEB, that's what I had this week. I had the HEB brand protein pasta, and it was like, for one box it's like $2.50.
Yeah,
it was very reasonable. And when you make this, like when you make one box, you can get 4 meals out of that.
Exactly.
Make a nice hearty meal, and that meal is probably costing you like less than $3 a serving.
Yeah, and HEB has the one that has 8 servings, so you can make a whole week's meal prep for that.
Exactly. So I think it's a great high protein, very filling. It keeps me full for a decent amount of hours, and low cost. Yeah. Low cost for some quality plant protein.
Yeah, and you can do so many different meals. You can do cold pasta, you can do the hot pasta, baked, so many different ideas with that. So if you have given it a try, or if you know some brands that are good, leave that in the comment section below.
Yeah, we may want to try some different brands.
Yeah.
And see if they're really good.
Yes.
But we've come to the end of this update.
Yeah.
Thank you for sticking around to the end. Don't forget, if you like this video, thumbs up, and also drop a comment in the section below if you want any kind of things that you want us to elaborate on in our upcoming videos. Definitely leave that in the comment section. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. What are you waiting for?
And also hit that notification bell and make sure that you have it set to the updates from all our content.
But this is it for us for today. Signing off, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.